Hello everyone, this is my first voice recorded video, so I hope everything will go according to plan, and I'm actually way out of my comfort zone, so bear with me please. I've been studying Unity C# for about 2 months, and I decided to make a vlog video about this current game I'm building. So the game is called Ricochet, and as the name suggests, we're gonna make this guy throw his weapon and it will bounce through these walls. This little dude will try to catch it back, and we're gonna have some enemies spawning. As the time passes, more enemies will spawn. It's gonna get more dangerous, and they will drop some health pots, some maybe items, armors. We might have some obstacles spawning as well, not just creatures. And I was thinking about doing this like a endless runner type of game, but I guess this might work better. I'm not really sure. So far I have only 3 scripts, and one of them is practically empty right now. This is a camera stuff one. I just tried to make the camera follow the player. It kind of works, but not really great. Not gonna show that off right now. We got a character control. Let's start with the character here. We got a empty game object as the base, and the empty game object has the character controller and a character control script, the script right here that I made. Underneath it, we have these character model and a fire point. The character model currently has only this capsule guy here. Let me show you. And a giant nose, so I know where he's pointing. That's the whole purpose of this nose. And the fire point is right in front of him. This is where the weapon spawns, the instantiated weapon. So I create a copy of this weapon. This is just for the looks. And so far, inside the code, I've made a reference in the start method to the character controller. I have 2 methods, one to move the character and the other to attack. I'm thinking about making this a mobile game if I can. So I used cross-platform input manager, which is in the standard assets of Unity. This lets you use different platforms controls at the same time. So if I hit W on my keyboard, it's also the same as using a joystick on the mobile screen. So here we also use a fire one. This is inside Unity as well. Let me show you. If you go to edit, project settings, input manager, you can see these here, like horizontal is left, right, A, D, and vertical is down, up, SW. Fire 1 is left control or mouse 0. So if I hit my left mouse button, my character throws a weapon. How do we do that in the code? Let me show you. We have this cross-platform input manager for the vertical and horizontal axes. This code here I kind of stole from Breaky's video. I really liked how they did it. Vertical axis lets the character move forwards and backwards, and the horizontal axis makes him turn to right or left. We have the move function for the controller. It comes from the character controller component. We move the character in the forward direction times the amount we push the button times the run speed, which we have here, and we made it a serialized field to edit in the inspector like so, as well as a turn speed. And underneath it we have the fire option, which instantiates a weapon prefab at the fire position with the fire point rotation, and it has a rigid body to bounce off and to collide. It has a collider, the weapon. Let me show you that as well. Inside the prefabs right here. I just made it inside Unity with a cylinder and 4 cubes. Nothing special here. And here we have the rigid body, box collider, and the weapon movement script that I made. We'll talk about it in 2 seconds. Here we have a reference to the rigid body, and so the other script we have is a weapon movement script, and this only does the spin effect of the weapon. As you can see, when I shoot, the weapon spins around, and that's a code I made. I tried to make it with an animator, but wasn't really looking good. I'm not knowledgeable on that topic. So here we rotate the transform of the weapon. We spin it on the y-axis with this variable here, spin speed. Then I want to destroy the weapon because obviously we don't want weapons to go indefinitely in the forward direction. We have an I enumerator, destroy weapon. I made it 3 seconds. I didn't put this in a variable, but technically we should. Let's do it right away. I'll just copy this line. It is a float and weapon destroy time, let's say, for now. And we said it's 3 seconds. Copy this right here and it's done. And save the file. We instantiate the weapon through this attack method in the character control, and after that the weapon has this script on it, makes it destroy itself in 3 seconds. So far that's all we have, and you can see here we can move around and the character fires in front of him, not the world Z position. Can see better here maybe. There you go. So after this we got a lot to do, of course. Maybe I'm gonna add some boundaries, maybe I will instantiate the enemies, or I think the most logical thing to do is to put some boundaries and make the weapon bounce from them, and then we're gonna try to catch it back with the character. And once I've done that, I'll put out a new video and inform you. And I know the code may not be perfect. I am just a new beginner developer. I hardly ever call myself a developer. I'm a beginner, and so it may get better in time, hopefully. So if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them, both about the game design and code wise. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video.